down 3 games, do you just want to get another game? I can't complete my thought before they answer the question. I was going to say, are you already in a spot where you stop trying to fight, Levy, because you're looking at that clock, 39 minutes left in the 3-minute portion? If you're Hans, you don't have time to screw around in those games, Levy. You don't have time to waste 5 minutes on the clock trying to win a stupid night end game, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. You have to go for something a little bit more. By the way, we haven't had this position yet, right? You got to go something.
Yeah, this is new.
Go for something a little bit more rooted in like reality, not just like some performative advantage or something like that. Like you really need a long-term type of grinding game. And he's had a few positions that kind of looked good, but he couldn't really get any play going. And Denis, it's not Denis's match to play for a win anymore. He has to be beaten 3 times. And Denny, he's not looking like he's going to get beaten if Magnus and Hans were sitting there together making moves.
Okay. This is a road more commonly traveled, to your point. We had a mainline Ruy Lopez. I think you're right. I think that was the first one of the day. Because we had a Berlin, if you just tuned in. Game 1 was a Berlin, and then we've had a bunch of Rossolimo Sicilians. So, with Hans being white, we have a mainline Lopez. I like his chances. Just what do? Do you take E5 or do you go 94? Ooh, 94. I just channeled my inner Yasser Sarouan, 94. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. We're going to take F6 and then Queen H6. That's what I'm talking about.
And he's like, yes, I love it. Yeah, bishop
yeah,
takes
exactly.
knight F6,
exactly.
Queen H6.
Yes.
Yeah. This is my interzonal game from 1984. Yes.
I love it. Okay, well, Hans Niemann, go for it. Come on, Hans, get the dub. Knight takes F6, Queen takes H6.
King H8 is epic. I had a feeling King H8 was going to happen. E4. Oh my gosh, E4 shuts the door on the. Wait, Danny, this is also prep? What is this?
This is absolutely crazy. Hans Niemann has 2 minutes and 46 seconds, to Levy's point about casually saying it's prep, because if it is, this is mind-blowing. I would be shocked if this was prep or he's just finding the tactics, because he did pause some. But it doesn't matter. Look at the game. What is going on here? Both pieces are hanging.
Both bishops are just like out and like what?
I love G5, by the way, not because I'm going to take the bishop, Levy, but because I'm going to take the knight with the queen. G5 is a fantastic move. Okay, and Hans sees that, so he backs up the pony.
Knight E4, you take on F3, you go King H1. You have crazy ideas here, like Queen C1. Oh my god. I mean, if Denis Lazavik plays Queen D3, I'm out of here, bro. Like that's just what? I get it.
Oh, okay. He does it. I'm with you. That would have been quite the move. He plays F5. Now Hans has a chance. Your Queen C1. Hans sits up in his chair. He's got a few tells when Hans feels like there's a moment, and that a little bit of a sit up. I think he senses that there's got to be some pressure here. Hans really wants to find it.
Queen C1's a fork. It's a fork of a square and a pawn. It's a very, very rare fork for everybody at home, but you're forking a square. That's rare stuff. And then you fork into a fork. It's forkception. Oh my gosh.
I'm like laughing. I can't draw the arrow because I'm laughing. It's forkception. Queen C1 is a fork of H6 and C3. You step into a fork of H8 and B4. It's a forking fiesta. It's a forking fiesta.
Wow, look at that. What is that, a trap? That's not a trapezoid. That's a rhombus? Or no, that's a parallelogram. And he finds it. Let's go. Close match. I'm not rooting for Hans, but I'm not looking for a blowout. Let's go. I want a close match.
Hey, I'm rooting for Hans here. Gloves are off. Let's go. I want to see a win. I want to see this thing stay close, and I'd like to see some momentum turn around. Not rooting for anybody in the bigger picture, but I want a close match as much as anybody does.
Danny, Queen E7 is the knockout Rook D6? Is that what we're going for?
Hey, Rook to D6. Welcome to the party. So. H6.
I don't think so. Queen G7 check, unfortunately. but
okay.
It looks like the right move. Wait, maybe it like is. Maybe there's some Rook G1 at the end. I don't know. But okay, now Rook D6, still Queen G7.
No, I think
where's the win?
I think you might be right. Rook D6, Queen G7 check, King moves, you take on E4, and yeah, you're right though. How do we just get this rook to flip over the queen and get to G1? That's the question.
Then there's Queen D2 threatening Rook D7 and Rook G1 and Queen B4. What is happening?
What? Analysis board. To the Batcave we must go. Here we go. Rook to d6. Queen to g7 check. I think Levy's right. Takes, shake and
What?
bake, takes e4. And is Levy right? He is right. Queen to d2.
I would have never seen that in my own games. It's so much easier to analyze games.
Dude, that's a brilliant idea, though. Literally another fork. It is the forking fiesta continues. B4, D7, H6, G1. Hans is oh, he finds it. He finds Rook D6. He's on the prowl.
What a game. It's like the best game I've seen like in months. FE Queen D2. That's nasty.
Okay, he finds it. And what's next? Denis knows this is scary, right? He knows he doesn't even want that knight, but he's got to go for it. Why not Queen D2? Why not Queen D2?
Yeah, wow.
Hans,
I mean, just
he's
totally
allowing Rook G8, but dude, you can't stop mate on G2 if you play Rook G8. That's the idea.
Queen. Yeah, I guess there's Queen E4 and you have to play like F4 or something. Oh, he just totally missed it. Wow.
Okay, he missed it. Okay, I guess we have this is one of those spots where maybe we're just not realizing. What is it?
Oh my gosh, Hans is not going to win. He has to find Bishop E6, Danny. It's the only move. He might even be losing if he doesn't find that move.
What is going on? It's slipping. You have to find Bishop E6. You don't have a lot of time. 20 seconds. I think he will find it because I think at this point, the only move will sort of force itself. I think he's going to find Bishop E6.
93 move! Oh my gosh, he sucks the Queen of Danny!
Oh my gosh. By the way, there was another win there, not 95. What the fork? I agree with chat is happening here. Holy fork balls.
This is... Denis Lazavik is a cat with 36 lives.
Seriously. We will be backing up to see what was the win after knight to d3 because Denis didn't put the game away. He's just happy to hold, let's be honest. But I'm like just shocked.
I have no idea where the wins were. I mean, I saw Queen D2. That I saw. Afterward, it's a blur. But yeah, and Hans might flag. They both might flag. They have 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we're not out of the woods yet. Here we go. Bishop to e5. No, okay. Obstacle bishops. I think they pre-moved themselves to some more time. So I'm expecting a. Okay. Oh, time.
Oh my gosh. Hans Niemann is actually at risk of flagging. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, and so is Denis. You got to move. Okay.
Isn't Hans like potentially risking losing if the Black King gets into the position? This is
yeah. What is going on? What's going on here?
Okay, it's just a draw, but
this is but it was unnecessary. It's a draw, but only Black can win now. Like, this is completely turned around.
Yeah, he's gonna just worst case scenario is Rook and Bishop versus Rook. And we are getting Rook and Bishop. Wow. Now, can Hans defend this perfectly? Does he know the best defensive setup in time trouble?
I mean, if I had to guess, Hans definitely knows the best defensive setup. The question is, can he do it in time trouble, right? So yeah, exactly. And just so everyone knows, this is a difficult endgame to defend, especially in time scrambles. It is not like Rook and Knight versus Rook. As you see, the Black King, look at this. The Black King and Rook are making progress. In fact, White is already one step away from losing this position. This is not where you want to be, Levy.
Actually, very famous Blitz player and very strong Grandmaster Alexander Bortnik recently taught me the cleanest way to defend this. This is second rank defense. This is the best setup. The King and Rook a square apart, and Yep.
Okay, I think he will hold it there. The second rank defense. Just remember that name if you are an aspiring chess improver out there. Look it up afterwards because it seems easy here, but it's the kind of thing you really want to memorize because it's not as easy to do when you're under 5 seconds. It takes grandmaster level defensive technique, and Hans is doing that. He's showing that.
Yes, there's a famous stalemate trap, but you can very easily lapse for a second and just lose. But it looks like Hans has this perfected.
The nice thing about
Double go.
online chess is you don't need an arbiter. Sheboygan Bishop B2 is winning!
He hung a fork. He hung a fork. Of all the things to hang, he hung a freaking fork.
Oh my god. This is such a heart attack. Hans is almost losing again, dude. This is a okay.
Draw.
Hans
Oh.
defends. Okay, he slaps his hands. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta celebrate that. Come